Hi, here is your help with the 3.4 homework. So as always, try your best to do at least 30 minutes. If you don't get it finished, turn in whatever you do have. I would just rather see something than nothing. So it's really two problems. Here we have a problem where our classmate Ari spent 34, here, let me get my highlighter out. I'm gonna highlight the important stuff. Ari spent 34 hours during the ice storm of 2021 playing video games. The ice storm lasted a total of 5 days in Oregon. So here we're being asked, what is Ari's unit rate for hours per day spent playing video games? So I can help you get that set up. So if we're looking at hours per day, that means it's going to be hours over day. And since we have a rate to work with, we have 34 hours in 5 days. So you're going to want to find that unit rate of how many hours in 1 day. I'm going to go ahead and let you do that calculation. And then it's going to ask you to write a sentence that describes how many hours a day Ari played video games. So this first question is kind of the math part. And the second question is, let's put that math into words now. So a sentence stem might look like Ari, I spelled your name wrong. Ari played blank hours in 1 day. So once you find your unit rate, you just fill in that blank. And then we're going to see this table here. So this table says, in Texas, the storms continue. In the table, fill in the table to see the number of hours he could play if he were there and didn't lose power, of course. So here we are in Texas. We have our X values for our days. We have our Y values for our hours. And some of this is already filled in. So we see that in 1 day, he played 6 hours or 6.8 hours. We see that in 5 days, he played 34 hours. So we're going to use this rate right here of 6.8 hours per day to start filling in the rest of this. And I'll do a couple and I want you to do the rest. So for 2 hours, if you played 6.8 in 1 day, for 2 days, it's twice that amount. So you could say 2 times 6.8, and then you'll do that calculation and fill that in. For 3 days, it'll be 3 times 6.8, and then you'll do that calculation. So you'll do that for all of these. And then when you get down here to the 81.6 hours, I want you to think about what we were doing in class today. Instead of multiplying by 6.8, we're going to be doing some division. So if you're still feeling a little confused of how to do that, to find out how many days it would take for Ari to play 81.6 hours of video games, I want you to go back and watch the lesson overview video that I made and see if you can come up with some answers for that. And if you're still feeling confused, go ahead and shoot me an email or just write down your questions and bring it to class on Thursday.